Hey everyone, and welcome to the club and welcome to another weekend art challenge. Today I'll be fusing Super Mario with Darth Vader. Now let's get started at the top of our page with Mario's nose. So we're going to draw a circle, starting from the top. We'll work our way around towards the bottom, and then back up towards the top. Now we're going to tuck in Mario's eyes on either side of the nose. So let's start on the left side at the very top here. We're going to curve up and then down towards the left. And we're going to pull it down to right about there. Let's do the same thing on the right. So we're going to line up the inside. We'll curve up and then back down on the right. Now let's curve the lower eyelid in behind the nose. Starting on the left, we're going to curve down and then back across. Now we'll draw two ovals for the iris pushed in behind the nose. So let's start in this corner right up here. Start by going up. Now we're going to pull this around and then just tuck this in towards the bottom of the eyelid. Let's do the same thing on the right. Now we're going to draw two smaller ovals in the center of the iris for the pupils. So we're going to step in, leave an even space gap all the way around, and then in behind the nose. At the top of the pupils, we're going to draw a small circle for the highlight. Now just underneath the nose, we're going to add the mustache. So at the bottom on the left side, we're going to curve across, underneath the eye, and out. Now let's go to the outside and draw on the first curve of the lower part of the mustache. Starting on the left, we're just going to curve around and then back in. Let's draw the second set. So from here we're going to curve down, and we're going to pull that up. Now we're going to draw one more curve on either side going in towards the middle. Starting on the left, we're going to curve down and pull that up in the middle. Now let's draw on the inside edge of Darth Vader's helmet. So we're going to start just above the nose. We're going to draw a straight line from left to right. Now from here we're going to go straight up towards the top of the head. So let's start on the left side. We're going to go straight up towards the top. Now we're going to go to the right side and do the same thing. At the very top, we're just going to cap this off with a straight line. On the bottom left corner, we're going to curve up above the eye, and as we come towards the side, we're going to straighten this out in an angle toward the bottom. So we're going to go around the eye. Now we're going to come down in an angle towards the bottom of the helmet. Let's do the same thing on the right. Starting from the corner, we're going to go up above the eye. We're going to come down towards the side of the eye. Now we're going to come down in an angle just like we did on the left, towards the same height. Now we're going to square off the bottom of this line. So from the left side, we're going to go up with a short angle. We'll do the same thing on the right. Now from here, we're going to follow the same line going up. We're going to go a little bit higher at the top and then pull this in towards the center line. So we're going to go up. Now we're going to go up a little bit higher, and we'll curve this around and then pull this down and then in. Let's do the same thing on the right. Let's line up the inside, curve up towards the top. Now we're just going to pull this down at an angle towards the bottom on the right. Let's move back in and draw on the bottom of the head. So we're going to line this up with the side of the mustache to the side of the helmet. We're going to curve down below the mustache, in towards the center. Now we're going to work our way back up towards the right. From the inside corner of the helmet, we just want to curve up and in behind the head. Starting on the left, we're going to go up and then in. Now let's go in and draw on the top of the helmet. So on the outside of the brim, we're going to start by going straight up. Now right here, we're going to curve in. Now I want to leave a little bit of an overlap at the top. So we're going to curve it in towards the top. Now let's do the same thing on the right. We're going to step down, curving out. Now we're going to pull this down towards the right and then straight down towards the side of the brim. Now that we got the head, let's work our way down the body. So I'm going to start on either side of the chin. We're going to curve out and down towards the hip. Starting on the left, curve out, and then pull that down towards the hip. Move to the right side and curve in the opposite direction. Let's connect these 2 points with a curve, coming down in the middle, and then back up on the right. We're gonna take that same curve and duplicate it right up above for the top of the belt. We're gonna leave a gap in the center and draw 2 lines on either side, from top to bottom. And then right in the middle, we're gonna draw a curve, almost like a backward C for the buckle. Now at the top, we're gonna draw 2 straps coming down for Mario's overalls. So on the left side, we're gonna step in, draw a curve coming down about halfway down the body. We'll do the same thing on the right side. Now from here, I wanna come down to a point. Starting on the inside, we're gonna come down at an angle, and then back up and out. We'll do the same thing on the right. Then we're gonna add the buttons, 2 small circles along the bottom. Now in between the circles, we'll come towards the center and draw in a point. From this point, I want to curve up and out in behind the strap. Now we're gonna leave a gap in the center and draw 2 straight lines from the chin coming down towards this curve. And then we're gonna move out and draw another line coming straight down. Let's add the control box in the center of the belly. So we're gonna start with a straight line from left to right. We'll come down on either side, leaving a gap just above the belt, and we'll go straight across the bottom. Let's add a little bit of detail. So on the left side, we're gonna draw 1 circle at the top, and then 1 at the bottom. Now let's add 2 boxes on either side. So right along the top, we're gonna draw a straight line, come down with 2 short lines, and we'll cap off the bottom with another straight line. Let's duplicate that right below here. Now let's continue working down with the lower torso. So we're gonna connect the hips with a half circle. Starting on the left, we'll curve down in the middle, and then we'll pull that back up on the right side. Again, from the middle, we're gonna leave a gap and draw 2 straight lines coming down on either side, leaving a space along the bottom. And we'll connect these 2 points with a straight line. Now we're gonna tuck the legs in underneath the lower torso. So leaving a space in the center, starting over on the left, we're gonna curve out and then down towards the left heel. We'll move over towards the right, curve out, and then down towards the right heel. We're gonna round out the feet. So from heel to the toe, we're gonna curve down, and then back up. Now from the toe, we're gonna curve up the top of the foot, aiming towards the heel, but we're gonna leave a little space on the inside. So we're gonna start at the left side, we're gonna go up. Now aiming towards the heel, we're gonna stop right about there. Let's do the same thing on the right. Going up, and then pulling that down. We're gonna add the sole, so we're gonna take this curve and just duplicate it right up above. Now from the hips, I want to curve the outer part of the leg down towards the top of the foot. So let's start on the left side, curve out, and then we'll pull that down. And then about halfway down the leg, we're gonna draw a curve from left to right, coming down, and then back up for the edge of the boot. Now let's move back up and draw on the arms. I'm gonna get started on the left side. I'm gonna draw the inside edge of the cape. From this corner here, I'm gonna curve down and out towards the left. Now right here, we're gonna pull this down towards the bottom. From here, I'm gonna taper back up in behind the head. We're gonna curve out. Now we're gonna pull this in and just taper it as we come up in behind the head. Now I'm gonna tuck the arm in behind the cape and the body. So about halfway along the body, right here, we're gonna curve out and then down towards the wrist. We're gonna draw a little half circle for the thumb, curving in and then back out. At the end of the thumb, I'm gonna draw a little bracket. Now at the bottom curve of the thumb, I'm gonna curve down around the bracket and then go up. We'll add the second finger. So we're gonna step down, curve around, and then up. We'll do one more. We're gonna tuck this in underneath the cape. Stepping down, curve around, and then up in behind the cape. Now about halfway up the arm, we start at the inside of the cape, curve down, and then in. On the right side, I'm gonna have him holding the lightsaber. So from the body, we're gonna step out, draw an angled line coming down and out towards the inside of the elbow. From here, we're gonna curve across towards the wrist, coming down, and then back up. Let's add in the thumb. We go up. Now we're going to come down towards the tip of the thumb and we'll pull that up about halfway along this curve. Now let's stack the fingers in behind the thumb. So on the outside, we draw a half oval going out and then back in behind the thumb. Now at the bottom edge of this finger, we're going to curve around and now we'll tuck this in behind the thumb. We'll do that one more time. Let's add the handle of the lightsaber in behind the fingers and the thumb. Starting at the top of the thumb, we're going to go up with a straight line. We're going to move over towards the top of this finger, draw that same length line. Now we're going to connect these 2 points with a curve. Now let's draw on the bottom of the handle. We're going to follow this line below the bottom finger, come down. Do the same thing with the outside. This line will line up. Now we're going to curve in the opposite direction, connecting these 2 points. On the inside of the hand, we're going to step down, curve around, and then up for the lower part of the hand. Now we're going to step back down and curve the lower part of the arm in behind the body. Now halfway along the forearm, starting at the top, we're going to curve in and then back down. Now let's draw on the lightsaber. We're going to draw 2 straight lines going up. From this corner, we're going to step in, draw a straight line going to the top of the lightsaber. Now we want to round out the top, curving this around, and we're going to pull the line coming straight down towards the handle. Just following that same line all the way down. Now let's draw the right side of the cape in behind the arm. So from the arm, we're going to step out underneath the chin, we're going to curve down, then out behind the arm. Now we're going to curve this down and around. So at the bottom of the arm, we'll curve around and then in. Now I'm going to taper this back in behind the arm. So curving up and then in behind. Now from these 2 points, we want to step up and draw a curve in behind the body for the back of the cape. So we're going to start on the left side, curve up, in behind the body, and then we'll continue on the right side, curving down. And that's pretty much it. There we have it. There's our Mario and Darth Vader fusion. I hope you enjoyed today's art challenge. Make sure you subscribe and send me your challenge ideas in the comments below. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you again soon.